What's up guys, my name's Diachronic, your host here on this Destiny video, and today we're going to be talking about how to one-phase Calus, the Leviathan Raid Boss, basically kill him in 5 minutes without actually having to put a ton of effort in. It is actually an amazing strategy that I want to employ in any future raid that I do, and if you guys have ever wanted to destroy Calus really fast, I recommend trying this out, especially if you've done the raid a couple of times or you've done it before and you understand the mechanics. This makes it a lot faster if you can do it. If you guys don't know how to do the final boss, make sure you check out one of my other videos on how to defeat the raid Leviathan boss. You can find it in the description down below. It's not that difficult, but it will help you understand what I'm going to be saying in the next few minutes. If you do end up liking the video, make sure you leave a like down below, subscribe for more Destiny 2 weird and interesting stuff and cheese in the future, and make sure you turn on the notifications. If you guys don't know, you can click subscribe and there's a little bell icon next to the little person, and that will give you push notifications that will notify you even harder with maybe to your email and all that stuff. So if you guys ever want to see some of my videos, make sure you click that so you can make sure you see them and you're up to date. So the general strategy behind this is the specific type of classes you need to bring, specific weapons, and as well as a specific organization. The biggest part is where you actually leave 4 people in the shadow dimension and leave 2 people in the normal world. So when you guys all get sent to the shadow world, 2 people return back to normal world and they have to hold out and punch the counselors there, and 4 people stay in the shadow dimension, so when the skulls start coming up, you have more people to shoot the skulls so you can get more of a damage buff. Some things to note is that if there's 4 people in the shadow dimension, 1 person will see a duplicate symbol. You can just say that duplicate symbol out loud. The way we had it was we just read from left to right and just look at whoever's standing at the walls, left to right, and we would hear things like sun, dog, sun, axes, and that's totally fine because we know that the answer to that is cup. It's not that confusing. If you have a duplicate, if you know that you're the duplicate, you can figure out a way to completely opt out. It is different every time who's the duplicate, but for an entire shadow run, you are the duplicate and you don't have to worry. Some required things that you have to do is you have to have 1 warlock in normal world and 1 warlock in the shadow dimension. The one in the normal world should have healing rift so that you can survive the sun shield for a bit longer, as well as the fact that I recommend having a rocket launcher on that guy. The other character in that world does not matter. On the shadow world, you should have 1 warlock with the damaging rift, so you can use the bubble buddies, the little arc soul things, to shoot the little skulls that come out to help shoot all the skulls as they go out. If you guys are in shadow world, I recommend auto rifles as well as cold hearts to take down the different skulls in that area. Other than that, I recommend having at least 1 Titan so you can have a rally barricade for rocket launchers, and the rest of the people can be hunters with Celestial Nighthawk, because Celestial Nighthawk Hunter can do like 400 to 500,000 damage with a single golden gun shot, which is absolutely ridiculous. Some weapons that I recommend is having rocket launchers as your power weapons. Cold Heart and Merciless are also good options, so you can have a rocket launcher as your heavy and a Cold Heart as your secondary and an auto rifle as your primary. That is the optimal strategy for this. If everyone has that, it makes it way easier. So the other things that are going to change is people in normal world, once you have cleared out a bunch of the ads, I reckon people in normal world save their supers as long as they possibly can until the ending of the fight, where there's going to be a bunch of enemies with yellow health. Then pop your supers to completely clear that battlefield and make it a lot safer. Once you've cleared these guys and the boss starts using his sun shield while the other guys are doing the skulls, you should put down a healing rift in the back part with that warlock guy and try to survive the sun shield as long as possible. Both people in normal world have to gather up on that healing rift, and of course make sure you get his shield down to 1 shot so it makes it easier to do it. I think my buddy had a rocket that could down his sun shield in 1 shot, which was incredible. It made it a lot easier. Once the people are done in the shadow realm shooting all those skulls, they should be able to get to like around 100 to 120 times bonus and buff. Once that comes back, make sure everybody gather up on the same column. If you want to do the same column as us, it is the fastest route. We start on sun, then go back, and then left, and then forward. You can follow our strategy. Once you get to that first pad, you can pop your empowering rifts down. You can pop your golden gun Celestial Nighthawks. If you have a Titan, you can do a rally shield that makes it so you automatically reload, so the rocket launchers can be shot like 5 a second. It's ridiculous. If you didn't know, the rocket launcher, you can just fire, crouch, and then you have another rocket in your tube. You can just do this and just start spamming crouch, and just spamming rockets as much as you can. This absolutely destroys the boss. One of my buddies, his rocket launcher did incredible damage, like 100,000 damage per rocket, and if you have 5 rockets, that's 500,000 damage. And to kill him, if everyone has like above 1,000,000 damage, I think you can actually just kill him outright. So it is an incredible weapon to have, and I would definitely recommend it. Other than that, make sure you're using your Cold Heart or your Merciless to do as much damage as you physically can. Wait for his tail before moving different platforms. Something we realize is even after we see like an immune on the guy, don't move to the next platform until he has his little damaging tail, or he raises his arm, or he's about to shoot you the rocket, or he He summons his sun, explosion, whatever. Just wait for the tail before you move, and then move to the next platform. And we were able to do it in 4 different podiums and symbols, and we were able to tear him down in 5 minutes. It was incredible after the number of tries we had on it, but it is a pretty foolproof strategy if you follow it to the letter, and you should do pretty well. Some of the problems with this strategy is if somebody dies in normal world, or a couple people die in normal world, then it's going to be a little bit more difficult because they only have 2 revive tokens between them. Especially if the same person dies twice, then they physically cannot get their guy up, and they will have to wipe. If somebody dies in Shadow World, they can come back to normal world and help the guys in normal world, but it will make it so you cannot one phase the boss in that sense. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There's really not much more to it. Remember, it's a 4-2 strategy. Make sure you have warlocks in both zones, Cold Heart, Merciless rocket launchers, and Celestial Nighthawk hunters. And the rally barricade is really, if everyone has rockets and that first podium with rally barricade, you can take off 1/3 of his health bar in literally a matter of seconds. We didn't have that in our setup because we didn't have any titans, but we did on the previous run, and it was absolutely incredible. We just destroyed him. Anyways, that's a video for you guys today. I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know in the comments down below what kind of other things you want to see me do, like for example how fast to kill a nightfall boss or something. Let me know what you want to see from us, and if you want to see something in the future. And of course, my name's been Diachronic. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one.